19. Numeral. The cardinal number occurring after 18 and before 20. Represented in Roman numerals as 19 and in Arabic numerals as 19. It is the last, largest of the teens. Assurance. Noun. The act of assuring. A declaration tending to inspire full confidence. That which is designed to give confidence. Daydreams. Noun. A spontaneous and fanciful series of thoughts while awake not connected to immediate reality. Farm. Noun. A place where agricultural and similar activities take place. Especially the growing of crops or the raising of livestock. Verb. To work on a farm. Especially in the growing and harvesting of crops. Equality. Noun. The fact of being equal. Companies. Noun. A team. A group of people who work together professionally. Verb. To accompany. Keep company with. Discount. Noun. A reduction in price. Verb. To deduct from an account. Debt. Charge. And the like. Adjective. Of a store. Specializing in selling goods at reduced prices. Closes. Noun. An end or conclusion. Verb. Physical. To remove a gap. Noun. Chiefly Yorkshire. An enclosed field. Moved. Verb. To change place or posture. To go. In any manner. From one place or position to another. Adjective. Emotionally affected. Touched. How. Noun. The means by which something is accomplished. Adverb. To what degree. Conjunction. The manner or way that. Attest. Verb. To affirm to be correct, true, or genuine. Lettuce. Noun. An edible plant. Lactuca sativa and its close relatives. Having a head of green and or purple leaves. Logged. Verb. To cut trees into logs. Verb. To make. To add an entry, or more, in a log or logbook. Verb. To move to and fro. To rock. Adoption. Noun. The act of adopting. Liquidate. Verb. To settle a debt, by paying the outstanding amount. Drama. Noun. A composition. Normally in prose. Telling a story and intended to be represented by actors impersonating the characters and speaking. The dialogue. Ambition. Noun. Eager or inordinate desire for some object that confers distinction. As preferment. Honor. Superiority. Political power. Or literary fame. Desire to distinguish oneself from other people. Verb. To seek after ambitiously or eagerly. To covet. Dishes. Noun. A vessel such as a plate for holding or serving food. Often flat with a depressed region in the middle. Verb. To put in a dish or dishes. Serve. Usually food. Noun. Dishwashing. Natives. Noun. An aboriginal inhabitant of a region colonized by English-speaking people. In particular. Noun. A person who is native to a place. A person who was born in a place. Logs. Noun. The trunk of a dead tree. Cleared of branches. Verb. To cut trees into logs. Noun. A logbook. Or journal of a vessel. Or aircraft's progress. Verb. To make. To add an entry. Or more. In a log or logbook. Verb. To move to and fro. To rock. Noun. A Hebrew unit of liquid volume. About 1/3 liter. Noun. Logarithm. Eco. Adjective. Environmentally friendly or sensitive. Decision. Noun. The act of deciding. Verb. To defeat an opponent by a decision of the judges. Rather than by a knockout. Boyfriend. Noun. A male partner in an unmarried romantic relationship. Dash. Noun. Any of the following symbols. Dash. Figure dash. Dash. N dash. M dash. Or. Horizontal bar. Verb. To run quickly or for a short distance. Interjection. Dam. Fan. Noun. A handheld device consisting of concertinaed material. Or slats of material. Gathered together at one end. that may be opened out into the shape of a sector of a circle and waved back and forth in order to move air towards oneself and cool oneself. Verb. To blow air on something by means of a fan. Handheld, mechanical or electrical, or otherwise. Cooks. Noun. A person who prepares food. Verb. To prepare food for eating by heating it, often by combining it with other ingredients. Verb. To make the noise of the cuckoo. Verb. To throw. Becoming. Verb. To arrive. Come. To a place. Noun. The act or process by which something becomes. Adjective. Pleasingly suitable. Fit. Congruous. Beautiful. It. Noun. One who is neither a he nor a she. A creature. A dehumanized being. Adjective. Most fashionable. Pronoun. The third-person singular personal pronoun that is normally used to refer to an inanimate object or abstract entity, also often used to refer to animals. Grammar. Noun. A system of rules and principles for speaking and writing a language. Verb. To discourse according to the rules of grammar. To use grammar. Crunching. Verb. To crush something, especially food, with a noisy crackling sound. Noun. A crunch noise. Expense. Noun. A spending or consuming, often a disbursement of funds. Verb. To charge a cost against an expense account. To bill something to the company for which one works. Northeast. Noun. The compass point halfway between north and east, specifically 45 degrees, abbreviated as NE. Adjective. Towards the northeast, northeastward. Cruel. Verb. To spoil or ruin one's chance of success. Adjective. Intentionally causing or reveling in pain and suffering. Merciless. Heartless. Adverb. To a great degree, terribly. Manager. Noun. A person whose job is to manage something, such as a business, a restaurant, or a sports team. Executions. Noun. The act, manner or style of executing actions, maneuvers, performances. Advertising. Verb. To give, especially public, notice of something. To announce publicly. Noun. Communication whose purpose is to influence potential customers about products and services. Commander. Noun. One who exercises control and direction of a military or naval organization. Exaggerate. Verb. To overstate, to describe more than is fact. Centrally. Adverb. Location, in a central manner or situation. At, to, through or from the center. Fun. Noun. Amusement, enjoyment or pleasure. Verb. To tease, kid, poke fun at, make fun of. Adjective. Enjoyable, amusing. Curry. Noun. One of a family of dishes originating from South Asian cuisine, flavored by a spiced sauce. Verb. To cook or season with curry powder. Eyelash. Noun. One of the hairs which grow along the edge of eyelids. Maintain. Verb. To support someone, to back up or assist someone in an action. Kicking. Verb. To strike or hit with the foot or other extremity of the leg. Verb. To die. Noun. The action of the verb to kick. Adjective. Terrific. Great. Of clothes. Smart. Fashionable. Cost. Verb. To incur a charge of. To require payment of a specified price. Border. Noun. The outer edge of something. Verb. To put a border on something. Brewer. Noun. Someone who brews, or whose occupation is to prepare malt liquors. Gym. Noun. A sports facility specialized for lifting weights and exercise. Verb. To go to the gym. Noun. A large room or building for indoor sports. Noun. A sport involving the performance of sequences of movements requiring physical strength, flexibility, and kinesthetic awareness. Estate. Noun. The collective property and liabilities of someone. especially a deceased person. Verb, to give an estate to. Adjective, jewelry, previously owned, secondhand, hairdresser. Noun, a person who cuts or styles hair as an occupation or profession. Classroom. Noun, a room, often in a school, where classes take place. Install. Noun, installer, a software utility that installs an application. Verb, to connect, set up or prepare something for use. Ignore. Verb, to deliberately not listen or pay attention to. Figure. Noun, a drawing or diagram conveying information. Verb, to calculate, to solve a mathematical problem. Homes. Noun, an informal term of address, like man or dude. Noun, a dwelling. Verb, of animals, to return to its owner. Noun, a directory that contains a user's files. Cousins. Noun, the child of a person's uncle or aunt, a first cousin. Medications. Noun, a medicine, or all the medicines regularly taken by a patient. Allegation. Noun, an assertion, especially an accusation, not necessarily based on facts. Cut. Noun, the act of cutting. Verb, heading, to incise, to cut into the surface of something. Adjective, participial adjective, having been cut. Charge. Noun, the amount of money levied for a service. Verb, to assign a duty or responsibility to. Geologist. Noun, a person who is skilled at geology. Drawer. Noun, an open-topped box that can be slid in and out of the cabinet that contains it. Used for storing clothing or other articles. Dear. Noun, a very kind, loving person. Verb, to endear. Adjective, high in price, expensive. Adverb, dearly, at a high price. Directed. Verb, to manage, control, steer. Adjective, in a manner emphasizing one's point of view. 50. Noun, a banknote or coin with a denomination of 50. Numeral, the cardinal number occurring after 49 and before 51. Hiking. Verb, to take a long walk for pleasure or exercise. Noun, walking in the countryside for pleasure or sport. Descriptive. Noun, grammar. An adjective, or other descriptive word. Adjective, of, relating to, or providing a description. Attacked. Verb, to apply violent force to someone or something. Ding. Noun, very minor damage, a small dent or chip. Verb, to hit or strike. Label. Noun, a small ticket or sign giving information about something to which it is attached or intended to be. Attached. Verb, to put a label, a ticket or sign, on something. Earning. Verb, to gain, success, reward, recognition, through applied effort or work. Verb, to curdle, as milk. Verb, to long, to yearn. Estimate. Noun, a rough calculation or assessment of the value, size, or cost of something. Verb, to calculate roughly, often from imperfect data. Cultural. Adjective, pertaining to culture. Database. Noun, general, a collection of, usually, organized information in a regular structure. Usually but not necessarily in a machine-readable format accessible by a computer. Verb, to enter data into a database. Gala. Noun, pomp, show, or festivity. Adjective, celebratory, festive. Envy. Noun, resentful desire of something possessed by another or others, but not limited to material possessions. Verb, to feel displeasure or hatred towards someone, for their good fortune or possessions. Either. Adverb, after a negative. As well. Pronoun, one or other of two people or things. Conjunction, introduces the first of two, or occasionally more, options or possibilities. The second, or last, of which is introduced by, or, a part. Adjective, used after a noun or in the predicate. Exceptional, distinct. Adverb, placed separately, in regard to space or time. Indeed. Adverb, modal, truly, in fact, actually. Interjection, indicates emphatic agreement. Cake. Noun, a rich, sweet dessert food, typically made of flour, sugar and eggs and baked in an oven, and often covered in icing. Verb, coat, something, with a crust of solid material. Meanwhile. Noun, the time between two events. Adverb, during the time that something is happening. Merchant. Noun, a person who traffics in commodities for profit. Verb, as a resident of a region, to buy goods from a non-resident and sell them to another non-resident. Flour. Noun, powder obtained by grinding or milling cereal grains, especially wheat, or other foodstuffs such as soybeans and potatoes, and used to bake bread, cakes, and pastry. Verb, to apply flour to something. To cover with flour. Noun, a colorful, conspicuous structure associated with angiosperms, frequently scented and attracting various insects, and which may or may not be used for sexual reproduction. Noun, something that flows, such as a river. Director. Noun, one who directs, the person in charge of managing a department or directorate, e.g., director of engineering, project, or production, as in a show or film, e.g., film director. Blue. Verb, to produce an air current. Verb, to blossom, to cause to bloom or blossom. Noun, the color of the clear sky or the deep sea, between green and violet in the visible spectrum, and one of the primary additive colors for transmitted light, the color obtained by subtracting red and green from white light using magenta and cyan filters, or any color resembling this. Adjective, of the color blue. Adjective, entertainment, pornographic or profane. Necessity. Noun, the quality or state of being necessary, unavoidable, or absolutely requisite. Nominating. Verb, to name someone as a candidate for a particular role or position, including that of an office. Cake. Noun, a rich, sweet dessert food, typically made of flour, sugar and eggs and baked in an oven, and often covered in icing. Verb, coat, something, with a crust of solid material. Below. Adverb, in a lower place. Preposition, lower in spatial position than. Enjoyable. Adjective, pleasant, capable of giving pleasure. Initial. Noun, the first letter of a word or a name. Verb, to sign one's initial, S, as an abbreviated signature. Adjective, chronologically first, early, of or pertaining to the beginning, cause or origin. Allocated. Verb, to set aside for a purpose. Adjective, having been granted an allocation, having received something as part of a plan or scheduled disbursement, having been assigned something that was set aside for a particular purpose. Capacity. Noun, the ability to hold, receive or absorb. Adjective, filling the allotted space. Actually. Adverb, modal, in act or in fact, really, in truth, positively. Difficulty. Noun, the state of being difficult, or hard to do. Correspondent. Noun, someone who or something which corresponds. Adjective, corresponding, suitable, adapted, congruous. Decorator. Noun, someone who decorates. Actuary. Noun, registrar, clerk. Bathroom. Noun, a room containing a shower and or bathtub, and, typically but not necessarily, a toilet. Aisle. Noun, a wing of a building, notably in a church separated from the nave proper by piers. Introduces. Verb, of people, to cause, someone, to be acquainted, with someone else. Confirmed. Verb, to strengthen, to make firm or resolute. Adjective, having a settled habit, inveterate or habitual. Days. Noun. Any period of 24 hours. Verb. To spend a day. In a place. Noun. A particular time or period of vague extent. Dive. Noun. A jump or plunge into water. Verb. To swim under water. Feels. Adjective. Of or relating to the emotions. Noun. A quality of an object experienced by touch. Verb. Heading. To use or experience the sense of touch. Noun. Feelings. Emotions. Brackets. Noun. A fixture attached to a wall to hold up a shelf. Verb. To support by means of mechanical brackets. Hyphen. Noun. The symbol. Typically used to join two or more words to form a compound term, or to indicate that a word has been split at the end of a line. Verb. To separate or punctuate with a hyphen. To hyphenate. Conjunction. Used to emphasize the coordinating function usually indicated by the punctuation. Burst. Noun. An act or instance of bursting. Verb. To break from internal pressure. Log. Noun. The trunk of a dead tree, cleared of branches. Verb. To cut trees into logs. Emphasis. Noun. Special weight or forcefulness given to something considered important. Apartment. Noun. A complete domicile occupying only part of a building, especially one for rent. A flat. An. Numeral. 1. Climbed. Verb. To ascend. Rise. To go up. Lung. Noun. A biological organ of vertebrates that controls breathing and oxygenates the blood. Findings. Noun. A result of research or an investigation. Noun. Small tools and materials used by artisans and craftsmen. Highest. Adjective. Very elevated. Extending or being far above a base. Tall. Lofty. Adverb. In or to an elevated position. Glass. Verb. To apply fiberglass to. Noun. An amorphous solid, often transparent substance made by melting sand with a mixture of soda, potash and lime. Verb. To fit with glass. To glaze. Chance. Noun. An opportunity or possibility. Adjective. Happening by chance. Casual. Adverb. Perchance. Perhaps. Admit. Verb. To allow to enter. To grant entrance. To. Whether into a place. Into the mind. Or into consideration. Guessed. Verb. To reach a partly, or totally, unqualified conclusion. Candidates. Noun. A person who is running in an election. Launch. Noun. The movement of a vessel from land into the water. Especially. The sliding on ways from the stocks on which it is built. Compare. To splash a ship. Verb. To throw. A projectile such as a lance, dart or ball. To hurl. To propel with force. Astronauts. Noun. A member of the crew of a spaceship or other spacecraft that travels beyond Earth's atmosphere. Or someone trained to serve that purpose. Cards. Noun. A playing card. Verb. To check IDs, especially against a minimum age requirement. Noun. Material with embedded short wire bristles. Verb. Dialogue. Noun. A conversation or other form of discourse between two or more individuals. Verb. To discuss or negotiate so that all parties can reach an understanding. Booked. Verb. To reserve something for future use. Crafted. Verb. To make by hand and with much skill. Adjective. Manufactured. Drag. Noun. Resistance of the air, or some other fluid, to something moving through it. Verb. To pull along a surface or through a medium, sometimes with difficulty. Mistakes. Noun. An error. A blunder. Verb. To understand wrongly. Taking one thing or person for another. Cheating. Verb. To violate rules in order to gain advantage from a situation. Noun. An act of deception, fraud, trickery, imposture, imposition or infidelity. Adjective. unsporting or underhand. Grin. Noun. A smile in which the lips are parted to reveal the teeth. Verb. To smile, parting the lips so as to show the teeth. Direct. Verb. To manage, control, steer. Adjective. Proceeding without deviation or interruption. Adverb. Directly. Loop. Noun. A length of thread, line or rope that is doubled over to make an opening. Noun. A mass of iron in a pasty condition gathered into a ball for the tilthammer or rolls. Determined. Verb. To set the boundaries or limits of. Adjective. Decided. Resolute. Possessing much determination. Few. Pronoun. Few people, few things. Excuse. Noun. Explanation designed to avoid or alleviate guilt or negative judgment. A plea offered in extenuation of a fault. Verb. To forgive, to pardon. Crown. Noun. A royal, imperial or princely headdress. A diadem. Verb. To place a crown on the head of. Adjective. Of, related to, or pertaining to a crown. Lunch. Noun. A light meal usually eaten around midday, notably when not as main meal of the day. Verb. To eat lunch. Draft. Noun. A current of air, usually coming into a room or vehicle. Verb. To write a first version. Make a preliminary sketch. Adjective. Referring to drinks on tap, in contrast to bottled. List. Noun. A strip of fabric, especially from the edge of a piece of cloth. Verb. To create or recite a list. Charming. Verb. To seduce, persuade or fascinate someone or something. Noun. The casting of a magical charm. Adjective. Pleasant, charismatic. Greek. Noun. An inhabitant, resident, or person of descent from Greece. Verb. To display a placeholder, instead of text, especially to optimize speed in displaying text that would be too small to read. Lieutenant. Noun. The lowest junior commissioned officer rank. S. In many military forces, often Army and Marines. Adjective. A military grade that is junior to the grade the adjective modifies. Lieutenant colonel, lieutenant general, lieutenant commander. Anything. Noun. Someone or something of importance. Pronoun. Any object, act, state, event, or fact whatever. A thing of any kind. Something or other. Meant. Verb. To intend. Dependent. Noun. One who relies on another for support. Adjective. Relying upon, depending upon. Deploy. Noun. Deployment. Verb. To prepare and arrange, usually military unit or units, for use. Hi. Noun. The word hi, used as a greeting. Interjection. A friendly, informal, casual greeting said when meeting someone. Gentleman. Noun. A man of gentle but not noble birth, particularly a man of means. Originally ownership of property, who does not work for a living but has no official status in a peerage. An armiferous man ranking below a knight. Noun. Possessive case of gentleman, belonging to some or all gentlemen. Noun. A lavatory intended for use by men, often including urinals in addition to toilets. Minutes. Noun. A unit of time equal to 60 seconds. 1/60th of an hour. Verb. Of an event. To write in a memo or the minutes of a meeting. Noun. The official notes kept during a meeting. Agriculture. Noun. The art or science of cultivating the ground, including the harvesting of crops, and the rearing and management of livestock. Huge. Adjective. Very large. Artists. Noun. A person who creates art. Actively. Adverb. In an active manner. Etc. Adverb. Alternative form of etc. Application. Noun. The act of applying or laying on, in a literal sense. Mini. Adjective. Miniature, tiny, small. Cholesterol. Noun. A sterile lipid synthesized by the liver and transported in the bloodstream to the membranes of all animal cells. It plays a central role in many biochemical processes and, as a lipoprotein that coats the walls of blood vessels, is associated with cardiovascular disease. Blanket. Noun. A heavy, loosely woven fabric, usually large and woolen, used for warmth while sleeping or resting. Verb. To cover with, or as if with, a blanket. Adjective. General, covering or encompassing everything. Lady. Noun. An aristocratic title for a woman, the wife of a lord and or a woman who holds the position in her own right. A title for a peeress, the wife of a peer or knight, and the daughters and daughters-in-law of certain peers. Noun. The mistress of a household. Championship. Noun. A competition to determine a champion, especially the final of a series of competitions. Lamp. Noun. A device that generates heat, light or other radiation, especially an electric light bulb. Verb. To hit, clout, belt, wallop, disregard. Noun. The act or state of deliberately not paying attention or caring about. Misregard. Verb. To ignore, pay no attention to. Investigator. Noun. One who investigates. Blush. Noun. An act of blushing, a red glow on the face caused by shame, modesty, etc. Verb. To become red in the face, and sometimes experience an associated feeling of warmth, especially due to shyness, shame, excitement, or embarrassment. Candidate. Noun. A person who is running in an election. Verb. To stand as a candidate for an office, especially a religious one. Brought. Verb. Detransitive, to transport towards somebody, somewhere. Homemaker. Noun. A person who maintains the administration and upkeep of his or her residence, especially one who is not employed outside the home. One who runs the household. Included. Verb. To bring into a group, class, set, or total as a new part or member. Cane. Noun. A plant with simple stems, like bamboo or sugar cane, or the stem thereof. Verb. To strike or beat with a cane or similar implement. Hold. Noun. A grasp or grip. Verb. To grasp or grip. Angler. Noun. A person who fishes with a hook and line. Come. Noun. Coming. Arrival. Approach. Verb. To move from further away to nearer to. Preposition. Used to indicate a point in time at or after which a stated event or situation occurs. Interjection. An exclamation to express annoyance. Digest. Verb. To distribute or arrange methodically. To work over and classify. To reduce to portions for ready use or application. Admit. Verb. To allow to enter. To grant entrance. To. Whether into a place, into the mind, or into consideration. Enlightened. Verb. To supply with light. Noun. Someone who has been introduced to the mysteries of some activity. Religion, especially Buddhism. Adjective. Educated or informed. Dragged. Verb. To pull along a surface or through a medium, sometimes with difficulty. Verb. To perform as a drag queen or drag king. Knob. Noun. A rounded protuberance, especially one arising from a flat surface. A fleshy lump or caruncle. Verb. Of a man. To have sex with. Accountability. Noun. The state of being accountable. Liability to be called on to render an account. Accountableness. Responsible for. Answerable for. Humor. Noun. The quality of being amusing, comical, funny. Verb. To pacify by indulging. Databases. Noun. General. A collection of, usually, organized information in a regular structure. Usually but not necessarily in a machine-readable format accessible by a computer. Verb. To enter data into a database. Graphics. Noun. The making of architectural or design drawings. Go. Noun. The act of going. Verb. To move. Adjective. Working correctly and ready to commence operation. Approved and able to be put into action. 19th. Noun. The person or thing in the 19th position. Adjective. The ordinal form of the number 19. Condiments. Noun. Something used to enhance the flavor of food. For example, salt or pepper. Anywhere. Adverb. In or at any location or an unknown location. Pronoun. Any location or an unknown location. Design. Noun. A specification of an object or process. Referring to requirements to be satisfied and thus conditions to be met for them to solve a problem. Verb. To plan and carry out. A picture. Work of art. Construction, etc. Investigation. Noun. The act of investigating. The process of inquiring into or following up. Research. Especially patient or thorough inquiry or examination. Department. Noun. A part, portion, or subdivision. Encryption. Noun. The process of obscuring information to make it unreadable without special knowledge. Key files. Or passwords. Administrator. Noun. One who administers affairs. One who directs, manages, executes, or dispenses, whether in civil, judicial, political, or ecclesiastical affairs. A manager. Blushed. Verb. To become red in the face. And sometimes experience an associated feeling of warmth, especially due to shyness, shame, excitement, or embarrassment. Jester. Noun. One who jests, jokes or teases. Actuary. Noun. Registrar, clerk. Backpack. Noun. A knapsack. Sometimes mounted on a light frame, but always supported by straps. Worn on a person's back for the purpose of carrying things, especially when hiking, or on a student's back when carrying books. Verb. To hike and camp overnight in backcountry with one's gear carried in a backpack. Buying. Verb. To obtain something in exchange for money or goods. Noun. The act of making a purchase. Never. Adverb. At no time, on no occasion, in no circumstance. Energy. Noun. The impetus behind all motion and all activity. Heavily. Adverb. In a heavy manner. Hobbies. Noun. An activity that one enjoys doing in one's spare time. Noun. Any of 4 species of small falcons in the genus Falco, especially Falco sabuteo,